Hey Larry, my name is Natalie Ward, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. We're going to talk about content, citations, and backlinks. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're occupied running a business, managing employees, visiting job sites, and I'm a nerd and I just love this shit. And sometimes the only hesitation business owners have to hiring someone is that they don't know who is an expert and who isn't, and who to trust and who not. And I have found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business has resulted in some of those local business owners raising their hands and saying, I like you, Natalie, please do this for me. So if by the end of this video, you want to reach out more and chat, please do so. Shoot me a message. Or if you want to take what I've given you and use it yourself, that works for me too. So now let me tell you about 3 things, show you, that will set your company above your competition and not waste any of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. Content is queen, baby. Google is not just a human behind the scenes. They have these little tiny minion robots scanning the net, looking for keywords linked with specific locations so that they can best serve the people who are searching on Google. Now, most businesses know that they need content, but they don't know that the average length of the number 1 result on Google for home remodel is 1,500 to 2,500 words. So for you to show up at the top of Google, you just need to add at least 1,500 words on your home page with the right authoritative content that is keyword rich. Okay, right now, looking at your site, you have 217 words of content. And your site looks beautiful, it's clean, and it's really easy to navigate. You just don't have a whole lot of content on here, so that would be easy to go back and do. Another thing that you can do to optimize it is add, save these pictures as keywords. So if we look, this one is home remodeling and room addition services in Phoenix, Arizona. So that's close, but we'll look at some of the keywords that you need. And then these ones are just saved as kind of what they are. I think this one says additions, bath, kitchen. It's taking forever to pull up, so we won't wait for that. But when we take a look over, I've pulled up your competition's website. This is what theirs looks like. And they have a lot more content on here, right? But not that much more. They have just over 1,000 words. And then when we look at what's behind their pictures, they're also not being optimized for keywords. So you could easily go in, add that extra content to yours with those keywords kind of strategically placed in there. Okay, so we're talking about keywords. This is a little tool that I have called Ahrefs, and I pay a couple $100 a month for it. But essentially, it gives me an insight to some of the details that Google is looking for when it comes to ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan on your competition, and if I look at their keywords, they're ranking for 149. And this shows me the exact keywords that they're ranking for and what customers are searching for every month. Okay, so Phoenix home remodeling, 410 people are looking for that a month, and they're in the number 1 position. Home remodeling Phoenix, 420 people are looking for that a month. They're in number 3. Remodeling contractors Phoenix, 150 people are searching for that every month. But when we go to your site and we look at some of the keywords that you're ranking for, you have 19. And your top ones here are remodel experts. It's 50 people searching for it a month. You guys are in the number 2 position. Experts remodel, 80 people. And then down here, home remodeling Phoenix, again, the 420. You guys are in the 52nd position. So we want to move those up. We want to get those keywords on your homepage. These two up here are a little more like brand specific because that's what your company is called. This one here, Home Remodeling Phoenix, is more of a buyer intent keyword, and those are the ones we want to hit because those are the ones that people are looking for to actually acquire your services. Here's what happens with those keywords. When we come to Google and we put in that top keyword, Home Remodeling Phoenix, the first thing that comes up is these sponsored ones here. These are ads. And the thing about ads is they can work, but they can be a money pit too if your foundation for your website isn't dialed in. So be careful not to burn your money on Google ads unless you know your site will convert. Let's move on to the second thing I want to show you today, and that's citations. Citations are gold, but what are they? So when we look down here, we see the Google Map Pack or Google Maps, and this is where you want to be at one of these top 3 positions. So citations are directories where your business name, address, and phone number are listed. So places like these, Yahoo, Yelp, Bing, local pages, yellow pages, hundreds of examples. So what these top 3 people have up here is more citations. So what we would do is find out, there's tools to find out where the Phoenix home remodeling citations are coming from. And we go and put your NAP is what it's called, your name, address, and phone number in those same places. And then we just keep piling on 50 to 100 more because you don't just want to be beating them, right? You want to be like really kicking their butts so that you're sitting comfortably at the top and that it takes longer for them to catch up to you. Now let's talk about the third thing that I wanted to go over with you today, and that's link juice or backlinks. This third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So we're back here in Google searching for home remodeling Phoenix. Down below the map pack, this is the organic section. Okay, and your business is not in the number 1 position, and that's where we want to be, right? So to get you there, you need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks, and backlinks is one website links to another website online. So think like this, if site A links back to site B, then site A is going to give site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. Okay, so let me give you an example. You are a remodeling business, right? So I'm sure you get a lot of your materials like consistently from the same stores. So if they have a blog or a directory, then they can give you guys a shout out and put your email or your website, on their page so that links back to you. And that's a strong backlink for you guys to have because it's relevant to what you do, right? If like Pizza Hut gave you guys a shout out and a link going back to your site, that's not really relevant because you guys don't sell pizza, right? It's not dominant. Okay, so when we go and look at your site, we can see that you guys have 65 backlinks. Not bad, right? But we could definitely get some more. So when we look at your competitor's website, they have 12.4 thousand backlinks. So what we would want to do here is to look at Ahrefs, and we can see exactly where those sites are that they have their backlinks coming from. And we could go get those same links for your business. And then again, plus more because we want to really be beating them out, right? Getting you to the top is not magic. It's just a method. And I've shown you that method today. So the things we went over, once again, content, your front page needs at least 1,500 words. Citations, you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. So where do we go from here? Like I said, if you want to take this information I provided and do this on your own, I'm totally fine with that. However, if you want to skip the learning curve and focus your energy on your next remodel, call me. My number is 907-957-1027. My name is Natalie. Number 907-957-1027. All right, look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.